to you kind people. Hi, this is Tara and I still feel as shitty as in the other video, and I'm also wearing the same clothes because it's the same day. Or because I want a washing machine. I don't know, maybe it's that. Nobody knows. But yes, so today what I did, you might see the screen and be like, what the fuck? Everything is on this. And I'm like, I know, I did the edit. So basically, this video is not a edit with me video. It's update on every video that I've made of tutorial, of Zoom, or whatever. I had time to perfect some of these effects. Obviously in the first few videos that I was watching, I saw that instead of having reflect, I had, what was it? Whatever, but it was really bad. So like, I had the technique, but it wasn't perfect, you know? So since that video went up and gave me a lot of views, thanks by the way, I had time to work on something else. So basically I'm going to show you everything. I'm going to look into the videos that I've posted, the thumbnails mainly, and I'm going to try to show you how I perfected that tutorial for it to be pretty now. Okay, so first of all, it's the zoom transition, which was one of the most popular video I had, which I'm guessing you guys really liked. So here we go. I'm going to show you the best solution I found for those. Okay, so you're gonna go in S-blur mode curves as usual. This is the main effect that you want. And I'm gonna basically show you the edit that I just made at this very moment right now. Those are all the clips. All the clips are in here. The coloring, I didn't use a lot of coloring. I used one effect, and the shake effect. I made flash, I made overlays, everything is on this. The only thing that's missing are the transition between this. So what you want to do first of all is you're going to put all the clips together, all the effects you want together. Let's say you want one that has a mirror or whatever. Put them all together, come back on this video, and I'll show you the transition. So I'm going to show you what I have so far. It's still Infamous Second Son, obviously, so there you go. Alright, you're gonna see that in some of them, there's like this, where it's like shaking up and down. This is from the previous video that I've made, which is the up and down shake, obviously. So I'm using that. If you still haven't watched that video and you want to know how to make that bouncing up and down effect, you go watch that video. Okay, so yeah, all my clips are here. I put coloring, as you can see, what is it, video track effects. There is something. There's shake and coloring and whatever. So upper level, I had some sort of like flash effect on Reggie. Then I have this kind of flash effect on the other characters. And then below, I have just like that. Alright, so we're going to start with the smooth zoom transition, which what you're going to do, we're going to pick a clip where you want it to zoom in. I want it to zoom in from Reggie to Augustine. So I'm going to show you the preset that I've made. Alright, here's how it's supposed to look like. You're going to have the distance, rotation, X, whatever. All of those are supposed to be at normal at the moment, or else your clip wouldn't be the same. This is where we're going to work with for the transition. Coming below, shutter duration, god damn it, shutter duration, I can't say that word correctly. I put it at 0.25. Shutter shift, it's at 0. Exposure bias, I put it at 1000 or 1 at least. And brightness, I put it at 1. Okay, so RepX and okay. This is what I was doing wrong. I used to do tile before because I didn't think about trying the reflect. So now we're going to use the reflect one for both X and Y. And blur S, don't use that or else it's going to make it blurry. Under here, I actually never looked at what's here. Crop left, crop right. Oh, that's a mirror. I don't care. We're not going to use that. And subpixel, I guess check it. I don't know. I've never unchecked it, but whatever. It saved the preset. So all you're going to do is write whatever you want and then click on the save preset. So you're going to have it all the time with you. So now we want to make it zoom from Reggie to Augustine. So what you're going to do, you go on your shake. As that distance, you're going to click on the clock. Click on the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna make it go 7 frames before the end. Right click slow, like we always do. Then last frame, you're gonna put it 0.5. And you're gonna make it fast. And then to follow that logic, if you want it to be zoomed, you go on the clip of Augustine. You drag the preset that you've made. And if it's not there, just go on like default. Since you just saved it, for it to actually be there, like on the panel of presets, you're gonna have to close it and reopen it. Just go on default, if anything. Click here and it's gonna be there. Like the name that you chose, it's gonna be there. It's just not gonna show on the thing, so don't worry about it. You click on the clock again, you drag it to 7, and first frame it's 1.5. And then first frame fast, and then second frame slow. So we're gonna pre-render that, see what it looks like. All right, so as you can see, it's much smoother than before, which before was kind of really messy. It wasn't really pretty, to be honest. All right, so let's see. Yay! I love to see the evolution. Before it used to look like shit, now it doesn't look like shit, or not as much. All right, next video, what was it? Rotation. All right, this is exactly the same thing. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make it zoom on Delson right here. So first clip of Delson, I'm just gonna make it zoom. And I made a video, After Effect looking video, I think it's what it was called, where I was teaching you, my screen recorder wasn't working, and I pray to God that it's working now. It's to make it smooth, instead of having like a blank space between the beginning of an effect and the end of another effect, you make it overlap. So let's say here we want to make it zoom in on Delson, so it's going to be first frame 1.5 fast, and then 6 frames in you're going to make it to normal on slow. And as you can see, there's no middle to this effect, since the number of frames is it's an odd number. God damn it. So 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so it's 11. So there's no, wait, actually, isn't there supposed to be a, whatever. But it doesn't go at the middle. So let's say you want to go 6 frames from the last to the, like 6 frames before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It would like overlap with the other, which is completely fine. Now we're going to click on rotation, the clock. So you're going to put 0, 6 frames before the end. You're going to right click slow, and then at the end, let's say we're going to put it minus 50. And then you're going to make it fast. So the 2 points are over the other. So before the other effect ends, you're going to make the other effect begin. So that's going to make it so it goes together much more smoothly, instead of having one finish, pause, and then the other begin. Even though it's at the, like, let's say you put it like one on top of the other, it's still not going to make it as pretty, so don't do that. Alright, so we're going to use the same effect on fetch over here, rotate, 6 frames in, and since it was minus 50 before, you're going to put it 50 this time. So first frame fast, and the ending slow. Alright, let's see how it looks like. Okay, I'm going to post this edit on Instagram eventually with the exact same effect, so don't worry about it. If you want to look at it a bit more smoother, it's going to be there. But yeah, at the moment it's kind of glitchy because I'm using obviously like a screen recorder for this. So I'm going to try to make it... Okay, there you go. Okay, look. Okay, it's fine. But yes, this is what it's gonna look like. So this is the rotation. All right, it's the same preset basically, you guys. It's as easy as that. I'm giving you the preset. I'm telling you which one you can use, and then you do whatever you want. You should see it. Every time my camera closes, I always get a heart attack. All right, so to zoom out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're still on the fetch clip, so the normal goes on slow, and then the last frame 1.5. So we're zooming this out. You make it fast, and then goes my baby Eugene. Okay, so 6 frames in, slow, And then the first frame, since you were 1.5 before, you're gonna make it 0.5, the first one. You're gonna make it fast. All right, let's see how that one's gonna look like. All right, so we might not be really able to see it because of the shake, but it's there. Okay, and let's say you want to zoom it out and zoom it back in. And if you're using still that technique of the overlap points, you can't really add another like Z distance effect. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna drag another preset of the zoom, blur more curve, and it's gonna be exactly the same thing as this one, but you just want it to zoom back in before the other finishes, but you can add it twice. So you're gonna go on as Z distance of the second preset. You're gonna click on the clock again, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames in, or 6 frames before the end, slow. And then the last frame, you're gonna put it 0.5. So that's gonna make it so it's still gonna be smooth, because it's one on top of the other, but there's 2 presets on top of the other, which is completely fine. It's not gonna mess up anything. All right, let's see. It's a bit tight to see it, but I'll go frame by frame. All right, so zoom out and zoom back in. It's really simple. Don't be afraid to like experiment with your stuff. So now we're gonna obviously zoom back in on this since the last one, since we made it zoom in. So first frame 1.5 fast, and then 6 frames in, 1 and slow. So let's see. Actually, let's make it till Delson. All right, so it's gonna look like that. So let's go frame by frame. This one zooms in, rotates into fetch, zoom out into Eugene, zoom back in right after, and bam! That's what's up. Let's say you want to work with left and right and up and down. I'll show you that too. So we're gonna make it, let's work at the beginning actually. All right, so my edit begins with Delson. Let's say we want to make it, there's more negative space on the right, so I'm gonna make it go on the right, and we're gonna try to do that. So you're gonna insert the preset into your clip as usual. You're gonna go into Shift X. So remember in math when you had like the X and the Y here, it's basically the same thing. You're gonna click on the clock on Shift X, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 frames in, slow, and then last frame, or 1 frame before the end, because you wanna see what it is. So we wanna make it go to the right. So you're gonna just try to mess with this and try to figure it out. So that makes it go to the right. You just mess with the line. So you wanna make it to go to the right, just like check which way is better. And then you're gonna drag it to the end, right click and make it fast, and then onto fetch, since it came from the right and it was negative 0.5, this time click on the clock, 6 frames in, and since it was negative, this time it has to be positive. So you drag it up till the end, first frame fast, and 6 frames in is going to be slow. We're going to pre-render that. We're going to see how it looks like. I always suggest to add a shaking effect to the track, to like the entire track, because the transitions are gonna look like much better, or else it looks too square. You personally don't like it. All right, let's see. All right, so you see what I mean? It just really goes to the right, and then bam. Let's say now we want to make it go up. So you're gonna click on your Shift Y. Go to the end, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 frames before the end, you drag your regular number, right click slow. And then you want to make it, let's say you want to make it go up. So you're going to go and try to figure out which way goes up. So the negative goes up. Drag it till the end, that makes it fast. And see here it overlaps again. I always suggest to make it overlap 1, 2, 3 frames in. When the clip is longer though, don't try to make the transition go over 7 or 8 frames, or else it really looks weird. I usually like 6 or 7 frames. That's really nice. There might be a bit of negative since the clip is longer, but it still looks much better than to drag it on. All right, so negative was making it go up. So for Eugene, drag it 6 frames in. It's gonna be positive 0.5. And if it's not, like, let's say you're like, oh, it's probably like that, and then you pre-render it, and you're like, shit, no, it's not. Don't worry about it. You can fix it. You can fix it. So first frame goes as 0.5, you make it fast, and then 6 frames in, you make it slow. And it's as easy as that. Isn't it beautiful? Then let's say you want to make it go back down on Reggie here. Still same set of mind. You just drag another one in it. You click the Y, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you drag another one because the effect is not over. Let's say you would have wanted to be 5 frames in. It could have been totally possible for you to just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how there's like this 1 frame of difference? You just make another 0 here, and then you just make it do whatever you want. But since they overlap, you need another effect on top of it. All right, or if you just want to add another one, it's chill. It's not going to do anything to your effect. All right, so it was, okay, right here it went, it was positive 0.5, as you can see here. So to make it go back the same way, because I like doing that, you're going to make it 0.5 again. That's not the right track that I've been using. There you go. All right, let's fix the problem. There you go. And then 0.5 again. So it's going to go back down. And then since Reggie already has a thing on it, all you got to do is click on the clock again, and then 6 frames in. Let's make it 7, just why not? And it was a 0.5, now it's going to be negative 0.5. First frame fast, slow, same drill as ever. We're going to pre-render that, see how it's going to look like. Already you can see what it's going to look like. There you go, that's how it looks like. I just taught you every single transition with as normal curve as I could. I guess you can try to mix them together, like zoom in and rotate at the same time. It's totally possible. Sometimes people want to make it zoom, well, not zoom, but go in like the upper corner. So you follow the same set of mind. X and Y, make it go to the right with X, and Y you make it go up. And then you do the opposite numbers in the second frame. So it's really just be comfortable with the effect. It's super easy. Start with that, and eventually you're gonna wanna, you know, mix something like go to the right and make it rotate at the same time, or you know, whatever. You can do whatever, basically whatever you want. But this so far is the edit. There you go, you guys. This is the tutorial. This is literally an update on every single transition, smooth, whatever that I've done. So if you guys, it's your first time on this channel and you guys are looking for a smooth transition, watch this. You can watch the others if you want to, but this is like the updated version. You're welcome. I hope you liked this video and I hope it helped you a lot. I'm teaching you this because I love to edit. Hope you guys like it too, and it's gonna give you much more passion towards it. I will not make any After Effects tutorials, you guys. I won't. I know I have it on my desktop right now. I've tried it and I hate it. I really hate working with that. I would much prefer trying to copy those effects and put them on Sony Vegas. That's what I'm trying to do for you guys. So yeah, hope you liked it. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you want to see this edit, because it's going to be posted. And all I'm going to do is like add a signature on it, and you basically got it.